I don't know you, and I'm pretty sure you don't know me. But I am willing to bet you are going through something very difficult at the moment. You wake up every day thinking how life's passing you by. What kind of life do you want to live? And that no one understands you. Maybe it's your last term in school, and the idea of being out there in the real world terrifies you. Maybe you are thinking of shifting to another course. Are you thinking about all the people who have not been supportive of what you want to do in life? Or maybe you are asking yourself this question: where am I headed? While you're at it, you are being pressured by the people around you and the situations that come your way every day. Tita number 1 asks, what have you been doing lately? If you can't come up with anything, she will compare you to your siblings and your cousins who she thinks who are more successful than you are. It's becoming repetitive to the point that you don't want to attend family gatherings anymore. Tita number 2 is like a fortune teller. She will look at you from head to toe, and from there, she will have a clear vision of what your life's going to be 5 years from now. Of course, she will just come up with some ridiculous predictions. You know how titas are. But sometimes, you actually wish Tita number 2 is a real fortune teller. You actually wish that this Tita can fast forward time and see what the future's like for you. And I wish I can tell you life will get better. It won't, and it's okay. I know this because 3 years ago, I was 25 in a continent where I did not know anyone, nor did I speak the language. I was pushed down, pressured, criticized, taken advantage of, rejected, broken into 50,000 pieces. But these adversaries helped me become stronger and more resilient. And believe me when I say you need it too. It will always come. Challenges, problems, adversaries, they are never ending. It happens to all life forms. We are totally in control on how to respond. Don't reject it, embrace it. Don't move past it, go through it. Don't anticipate, stop bracing yourself for you are. The future should be exciting, not scary. And always remember, the future will always work itself out. It will happen slowly, quietly, and it will be a very, very beautiful journey. As long as you have passion and enthusiasm, you will be fine. You just need to believe that what you are doing is important, because it really is. No matter how big or small, as long as it feels right, it will fit. It's about the strong feeling you have towards a certain thing you want to pursue, not if the choice is right or wrong. Do not go through your daily life just to get by. Do it right and do it with all your heart. Getting by will eat you alive. Whatever it is that you do, passion is essential to happiness. You have the steering wheel. You are holding it. Go in the direction of your dreams. Be whoever you want to be. Do what your heart really desires. Challenges will make you become a warrior princess, Darth Vader, Captain America. You will feel stronger than you've never been before. Because when you come to think of it, it is not life that gets better. You get better. It's you. I am going to tell you a secret. Humans are programmed to believe that the older you are, the wiser you are. Do you believe that? Well, it's partly true, but what I want to tell you is that you don't always have to have a clear picture of what you're doing in life. People who are 3, 4, 5, 10 years older than you are don't have shit figured out. The cum laude of this school or the smartest person in this room don't have shit figured out. All the people you admire who appears to have their shit together, really, they don't have shit figured out. You don't believe me? Okay, when you go home tonight, I want you to ask your parents or your older siblings, Ma, Pa, Ate, Kuya, do you have life figured out? Do you have everything figured out? But don't say shit, okay? Just, and when you get their answer, let me know what they told you. Please send me an email. Millennials are the most obsessed when it comes to finding themselves. Don't get me wrong, I'm also part of this generation. I'm not excluding myself. We keep obsessing about things before it actually happens. We keep putting misery and drama to our being single. We keep fantasizing what the future should look like. We are filled with overpowering sadness and discouragement for no reason at all. Our generation is so eager about the output, we always skip the process. You know, we like shortcuts because the long road terrifies us. In a notebook where you pretend to write your weekly Bibstud lectures, you actually created a timeline for yourself, and it's not meant to be broken. 2015, I am going to find a good internship. 2015, I am going to pass my thesis defense. 2016, I will graduate college. 2017, I will have a high-paying job. These are beautiful dreams. And I want you to know that there is nothing wrong about plotting the time of your life. I can't blame you. We are raised in a kind of society where we should always be prepared for battle, for war, to compete, to be on top. But what if it doesn't turn out the way you wanted? Because the reality is, things never turn out the way we planned it. Nobody respects the timeline we made for ourselves because times change. And we should respond to that change. I understand why you're planning thoroughly and worrying too much. Insomnia, panic attacks, nail biting. You feel like you won't amount to anything in the future. And that is not true. There is always something out there for you because there are no right or wrong choices. This is the best time to explore the many different versions of yourself. So please don't hold back. You might finish a degree in MMA and be a professional surfer after graduation, or you can work in an office with a high salary, you can be an artist with part-time gigs, you can be a lawyer, an office clerk, a full-time mom, a preschool teacher, a pastry chef, a factory worker, or you can travel the world too. Let me tell you that these careers are good and don't regard us as foolish. Have you actually met someone who is good at doing what he doesn't like? You have all the right to choose whatever you want to do in life because this is where you will thrive. This is where you will excel. Don't think about what he wants, what she wants, what your teachers want, what your parents want, what your titas want. What do you want? What do you want? It took a long time for me to answer this question because I was always bracing myself for the war. I didn't think about what I wanted. I was obsessed about the career idea that the people around me would praise me for. At 17, fresh off high school, I had two things I really liked: football and politics. I wanted to be a lawyer, so my wonderful mother enrolled me in an all-girls school where I can take up my pre-law. I was also lucky enough to be admitted in the college's football team, but after a year, I found myself not liking my course. So I moved here and took up MMA. Football was still a part of my system. I played for the Lady Blazers and I was really happy. I thought I was okay with MMA until I met Mr. Robin Serrano, who told me, Trisha, you're very good with PR. You might want to consider shifting to arts management. At the time, I wasn't excelling in MMA because I don't know shit about editing, animation, or whatever it is that the MMA people are doing. So even if I knew my mother would possibly kill me, I shifted to arts management. Again, I thought I wanted to pursue visual arts or theater marketing, but come thesis time, I told Sir Robin, "Sir, my thesis is about fashion." I was an intern for Roberto Cavalli in Milan. Lucky enough, I got an internship in Italy. And that changed my worldview. That changed what I want to do in life. After all these, I'm sorry, but I did not work in any field related to politics, MMA, arts management, fashion, not even football. I traveled the world because that was the opportunity presented before me. I also became a writer, which is so crazy because I never had any journalism background. I just loved writing. And to get to what I am doing right now, the one I can say I really love, I had to try the many different versions of myself. I learned that we don't need to get it right the first time. It's trial and error. It was like trying different outfits every morning and finding the one that looks pleasant when you face the mirror. I took what is in front of me and found a pair that worked. Another opportunity my passion led me to is to be an ambassador for Girl Rising, an organization helping educate girls all over the world who cannot go to school. While we are here, comfortably sitting in this theater, stressing, figuring out where we are headed, 40 million girls are not allowed to go to school. In Nepal, boys can go to school, but girls are forced to bonded labor at 6. In Africa, girls are child brides at 7. In Afghanistan, 9-year-old girls are already giving birth. This endeavor brought me to different parts of the world, and I knew how it was to be a girl in other parts of the world. But I am not saying this to make you feel bad about other people's challenges. I am saying this because it's happening, and you need to know that. All these happened 5 years ago, and up to now, I'm still traveling and writing. It's not all me, though, you know. I strongly believe that having a good community who always have your back is one of the biggest factors that will lead you to a good life. Surround yourself with people who love you, with people who support you. Anyone who will contribute to your positive self counts. They're essential to your well-being, and I promise you they will help you go far. Traveling, writing, educating, now I can say I found what I want to do in life. However, I'm not sure if these are the things that I will be doing for the rest of my life. Maybe at 30, I will move to Hong Kong and marry the love of my life. Maybe at 40, I'll have a midlife crisis and decide I want to be a chef instead. Maybe at 50, I will write a best-selling book in my own apartment in Mauritius. I don't know that, you don't know that, nobody knows that. What about success, you might ask? I mean, the end game of all these is being successful, right? It actually depends how you define success versus society or other people perceive it. In my case, success is waking up in the morning with a kick-ass mood, writing whatever I want, inspiring, touching the lives of the people I meet, loving and sharing. I wanted to put it as we are all successful in our own ways. Look closely, and you will find all these concrete ways of measuring your success. Something to live by none other than the Dalai Lama. The world doesn't need more successful people. The world needs more peacemakers, healers, restorers, storytellers, and lovers of all kind. Another thing our generation is forgetting is living in the present. My friend, life is right now, not yesterday, not tomorrow, not next week, definitely not in a month. Life is right now. Life is happening as I am speaking on this stage, as you are listening to me, as your minds are playing tricks about the things I'm telling you. That's all happening right now. Stop thinking about the future and focus about today. The sooner you learn how to live in the now, the sooner you will be happy and be your unapologetic self. I want all of you to stop and look around you. This is a school that allows you to be whoever you are. The morning you wake up to come here, you already have the freedom, and I want you to see that. The fact that you can decide what to wear in the school grounds, whether you want to be a punk, an anime character, a nerd, all these are accepted in the school grounds. The teachers are incredibly supportive too, and I don't understand why some of you fear them. They are not monsters. They are your teachers. They are your second parents. These are familiar faces you see on a daily basis. Why worry? They are here to help, I'm sure, not scare you. There is no reason for you to feel limited, pressured, or confused. You have all the resources to live a good life here. All the people you admire, all the people who will change your life are here. The journey to finding yourself and growing up is harsh, painful, exhilarating, heartbreaking, exciting, and confusing all at the same time. Because there's never a certain answer. Nobody's got life figured out. Sit back, relax, enjoy, be a child, make beautiful mistakes, pick yourself up from adversity, be a person full of love, live like every day is the first day of your life. Choose your battles, enjoy silence, learn how to keep quiet, accept defeat, learn to forgive, fear, but stop figuring out where you are headed. Have a little faith, even just a little. Above all, feel. People who experience deep emotions are actually the ones that live the best life. Even though I did not promise you that life gets better soon enough, you will find something you will have strong feelings for. This, I can promise you. I would like to end today with this passage from the 1996 movie Jack. Robin Williams was the lead character, and in one of the scenes he said, "Please don't worry so much, because in the end, none of us is very long on this earth. Life is fleeting, and if you're ever distressed, cast your eyes to the summer sky when the stars are strung across the velvety night. And when a shooting star streaks through the darkness, turning night into day, make a wish and think of me. Make your life spectacular." Thank you.